stage. It's a Hugh Volga Brookings.
Well, let's first off take a look at the Huskies out of St. Cloud. Brooke Ringham in the 7th year at the helm for the Huskies this year at 4-2 in the conference and 11-4 overall. And at the point guard, 5'11" senior out of Key West, Florida, is Orion Thurston, averaging 19 points per ball game. Dean Kessler starts at the other guard spot. He's a junior college transfer out of Esterville, Iowa, 6'2", and he is a junior, and he averages 19 points per game. At the center spot, 6'7" sophomore out of Fort Bragg, Matt Carlson, averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds. Alger Sarnowski, who broke his foot after 4 games last year, is starting at the forward spot. 6'7" freshman out of Wayzata, Minnesota, averaging 7 points, 8 rebounds. Scott Springer starts at the 1 forward spot, 6'5" sophomore out of Winthrop, Minnesota, averaging 10 points per game for the Huskies. Take a look at South Dakota State. 2-4 conference play, 11-4 overall. Jim Thorson in his 6th year for the Jackrabbits. Scott Nagy had assigned as assistant. At the point guard, 5'9" shooter out of Elgin, Illinois, is Tony Matthews, averaging 8 points. Leads the team in assists with 66. Chris White starts at the one at the other guard spot. The 6'2" junior out of Hammond, Indiana. He's averaging 20 points on the year. Dean Leiferman starting at center. 6'8" sophomore out of Brookings, averaging 6.4 rebounds. Chris Counts at 1 forward spot. 6'7" junior out of Jermaine Oregon, averaging 7 points. And the Huskies start out man-to-man defensively. Boer in the wing to the left side, out to Chris White. Now around to Matthews underneath the Leiferman. He goes baseline, cut out there. Boer's open, baseline, jumper from 15. Hits the front lip of the rim, comes off. Counts battling for the rebound. Loose ball picked up and controlled by the Huskies. Off and running down the other end. Kessler off to Thurston, back to Kessler. He moves in. His 18-footer, good. Dean Kessler puts in the first 2 points of the ball game, and the Huskies move the ball up the floor very well that time. Good transition game. Leiferman has it now for the Jackrabbits. Moves into the lane, hangs, puts up a 6-footer, good. Dean Leiferman can have a big game tonight. Underneath for the Jackrabbits, Thurston being double-teamed at the half-court line. Pulls up, now sets up the offense for the Huskies. Pass off to Kessler. Quickly underneath, the ball tipped away, and Counts comes up with the steal. Thurston is on defensive. Matthews, who has it now, to Leiferman, around the left side of Boer. Out to White. White moves on the inside, drives lane, puts it up high, shot there to go. Counts it there, and goes up and in for 2. Chris Counts, he got the steal, and now gets the rebound and the basket. And the Jackrabbits have the lead of 4-2. Sarnowski gets away from Counts and ends up fouling as he tried to drive in on Boer, and Boer did a nice job of setting up in front of him, causing him to hold the ball up. Turnover, the Jackrabbits have it with the lead, 4-2. And again, that's one of the things that South Dakota State does so well, makes the other team commit turnovers. White in the wing to the right side, gets it off the Boer, now around the left side to Matthews. Matthews dribbles around into the wing, now goes baseline, cut off there, back out to Leiferman. Now cross court to Boer. Boer looks on the inside, back out to White. Right in the wing, dribbles against Kessler, now puts up a 3-pointer from the outside, rattles the rim, it comes out, rebound comes out, and a foul's going to be called on the rebound underneath. It's going to go against Leiferman, a push-off underneath. That'll be his first team foul as well on either side here in the first half. 18-14 to go. 4-2, South Dakota State with the early lead. Carlson windbound it for the Huskies. Jackrabbits put on some full-court pressure. They feel that this is where they shine better than the Huskies do. Kessler will bring it up against White. Gets it up over the timeline. Passes off to Thurston now to the left side. Looks on the inside, now drives, hangs, puts up the 8-footer, good. Good job by Thurston, a quick move to the inside. Pass up the floor, Leiferman gets it in the lane. Pumps now, goes up, and backs it in for 2. 6-4, Jackrabbits up by 2. Thurston double team, dribbles around the right side, and is pushed. They say by Matthews. That'll be his first, second team foul. Inbound play for the Huskies. Jackrabbits up 6-4. Thurston will inbound it. Jacks again will keep full court pressure. Kessler gets the inbound from Thurston, gives it back to him, and Thurston will bring it up against Matthews. Thurston with some excellent speed. He has really excelled himself as a player after last season, his first year as being a junior college transfer. Pass on the inside, thrown, Counts had it, goes off his Tipped it out of bounds. He tried to save it down for Leiferman, but the ball did go out of bounds, hit on the baseline.
You're right, Chris. Thurston is an all-around athlete. Last year an assist player, now dishing out the assist this season and also shooting the ball much better.
Sarnowski on the inside against Counts, puts it up high and banks it in for two. We're tied up at 6. Matthews down the right side. He pulls up three-pointer play. Matthews hits his first shot of the game. 9-6. Thurston dribbling against Matthews. Gets past him. Over the timeline. Now into the wing to the right side. Still dribbling. Jack will stay man-to-man. Thurston drives against Matthews and gets him to go up in the air, commits him, and picks up his second foul. Thurston will go to the line to shoot two, and what a quick move that Thurston put on Matthews.
And it wasn't a bad move defensively by Tony Matthews. He was staying with him, and he went straight up. It was a hard call.
Jack Rabbits are going to have to go to the bench early, and that's going to mean Troy Bauman off the bench, 6'2" freshman out of Holland, Minnesota, into guard Thurston. Matthews will sit down with his second personal foul.
St. Cloud 3 for 3 from the floor already. 4 of 7 for South Dakota State early on.
Two-shot foul for Thurston. He's an 88% free throw shooter on the year. Hits the first one, makes it 9-7. 17:02 remaining in the first half. Second free throw also is good, and it's 9-8. Full court pressure put on by St. Cloud. Counts to Bauman. Double team, lost it. Loose ball picked up by Counts. Counts dribbles over the timeline. Passes up the floor to Leiferman. Leiferman holds on baseline. Now off the board. He's open. 15-footer left side. Nice job by Jack to lead the ball around to find the open man. Thurston again. Quickly going up the field. Gets it up to Sarnowski. His shot too hard. Rebound takes down, and Sarnowski's going to get the foul. Going over the back of down. Sarnowski, again, he broke his foot after the first 4 games last year, and of course was able to redshirt out of that. And they were counting on him heavily last year, and of course they're doing the same this year. He's averaging 7.8 rebounds. Jack had the ball. First foul on St. Cloud in the first half. White down the left side. Dribbles baseline, cut off there, gets it to Counts, goes down the lane, up and in for three. Nice job by White against the double team, and it was Counts down who helps the double team. Counts is wide open. 13-8. Thurston dribbles around the double team. He is quick. Jack's going to have a hard time, him and Human. Gets it over the timeline, dribbles around the right side, bounces it to Kessler. Now outside, and Brewer anticipates the pass and steals it, goes up. And a timeout called by St. Cloud. Jack took by 7, 15-8. John Peterson with you. Jack had a jump on the 7, St. Cloud with the ball. First row tries to put on down the track. Peterson will inbound it. He can run the baseline. 15-8 score. Bounce pass. They get it on the inside. Carlson. Double team. Gets it off to Thurston, and he's quick to run the ball up the floor. On the back pass. The double team with Bauman, and the Jack had a skip a turnover. Bounce pass to board. Baseline. Quick jumper from Thurston. Bounces for Kessler. Now to Thurston. They'll run the ball up the floor. This is a Temple check. Low. Thurston dribbling against Bauman. Lost it for a moment. Gets it back. Puts it up in the ball. Pass up the floor. Counts trying to get up the floor, and it's passed it out of bounds. Nice job by Bauman. He was all over Thurston. Bauman listed at 6'2", and Thurston at 5'11". And of course, Bauman's got those long arms too, and that's what caused the turnover. Got it, but threw the ball away up the floor. Double team now. Kessler. Carlson. Double team against Leiferman and dribbles up the floor. Passes right side to Kessler. Moves in. Now puts the ball up on the inside. The foul should be called on Counts. They're calling for pushing off on the inside. A nice steal on Sarnowski. But they say his hands got in there and pushed away. Second foul on Counts. 2 on Matthews. He's already sitting there. Jackrabbits is bringing Corey Van der Wettering, 6'9" freshman out of Coconut, Wisconsin. 5.4 rebounds, comes in for Leiferman. Early on, Chris, the Jacks 8 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 4 for St. Cloud, but St. Cloud has committed 5 turnovers compared to 1 just for the Jacks. Kessler gets the inbound, had it slapped away nicely by White, but St. Cloud holds on. Thurston with it, he's double teamed, and stolen by Brewer. Boy going up against Thurston. Up by 11, 19, 14-51 to go here in the first half. And boy, we got a fast-paced one going here. Jackrabbits before that were 7-10, and St. Cloud not doing that bad either, but they only had 4 shots up compared to the Jackrabbits. This is a 10-point run for South Dakota State. Free throw by Boer, rattles the rim, comes out, rebound comes down. Sarnowski controls for St. Cloud. Backs up by 11, 19-8. Thurston spins around, moves in the lane, puts it up, throws it back outside, shot put up, baseline jumper is good by Stu Kramer, who is checked in. Kramer, 6'4" sophomore out of Maple Grove. Daniel Wettering in the ballgame for the Jackrabbits, passes out to Bauman. Bauman, top of the key, dribbles around the left side. Now holds up the dribble, in the wing, back out to White, top of the key. White moves in on Kessler, Kemp now moves in. Leads, shot doesn't go, gets his own rebound, lost underneath and taken away by Thurston, and he stepped out of line. He tried to get away from the double team of the Jackrabbits, and when he stepped back, he stepped out of bounds. Jackrabbits get around the baseline. Chris White 0-3 early on, and he's had trouble here in the conference, Chris, only shooting 38% from the floor. Jacks up by 9, 19-10. In the non-conference, he was really burning up the net. Brad Timmerman off the bench for the Jackrabbits. 6'6" sophomore out of Dickinville, Wisconsin. White inbounds at the Boer. Now out to Bauman. Now back to Boer to the left side. Bounce back out to White. St. Cloud now in his zone. Bauman in the right side in the wing. Looks on the inside. Holds up. Passes back to Boer. Out to Bauman. Bauman back out to White. White moves in, goes left side to Boer. Down to Timmerman. Out of Bauman. Drives down the lane, puts it up, too strong, and a foul called as he went for the shot. Shot didn't go. He'll be at the line for 2.
Number 41,
Carlson picks up the foul. Off the bench. Tim Remy, he's a transfer out of Wyoming, 6'5" junior out of Blaine, Minnesota.
That time, Jackrabbits showed good patience offensively, not the clock. The shot clock down to around 20. Troy Bauman saw an open spot on the left side of the lane, broke down, got the pass, forced the foul.
First shot did not go by Bauman. Second shot on the way. Hits the rim, comes off. Rebound, Sarnowski for St. Cloud. Quickly, outlet pass. They get it to Kramer. Down the other end. Shot was up and in for 2. Jackrabbits did not get back on defense. 19-12. Jackrabbits up by 7. White in the wing to the right side. Dribbles, pass left side to Bauman. Now cross court to Boer. Boer holds on. Bounce inside to Van Wettering. Back to Boer. He's open. Baseline jumper doesn't go. Rebound underneath to Remy. Remy outlet pass to Thurston. Thurston pushing down the right side. Tries to dribble on the inside. Lost the ball and it was picked up by Sarnowski. And a foul called on Timmerman to try to knock it away. First foul on Timmerman. 15 foul on the Jackrabbits. 2 on St. Cloud in the first half. With 13:08 remaining. Jackrabbits up by 7. 19-12.
It appears, Chris, it appears early on St. Cloud not being able to get their half-court game into gear, but what they could get into that transition, that's where they're the best.
Sarnowski at the line for 2. He's a 63% free throw shooter. Anthony Tucker checked in for the Jackrabbits, and Troy Bauman, who came in a little earlier than he used to, for Sonny Matthews, who has 2 fouls, sits down. Tucker, the only other senior for the Jackrabbits. Both foul shots in this, so neither team shooting well from the foul shot. Tucker up the other end, goes to White. White goes baseline, double team, passes right side, and it is kicked out of bounds. Last touch by the Huskies. White will inbound it on the baseline, just to the left of the basket. Lobs it out for Tucker. Tucker dribbling against the zone. White passes on the inside to Van Wettering, and it's taken away by Carlson, who overplayed him. Thurston dribbling against Tucker. Brings it up over the timeline. Huskies set it up. Left side of Carlson. Back outside. Shot put up by Kramer. His shot doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Kramer. I think that was Remy with the shot. Now Thurston drives in. His shot doesn't go. And Chris White gets the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Tucker. Tucker down the right side. Thurston tries to steal it away. Back off to White. Shot put up. 3-pointer. Comes down short. The ball tipped. And finally goes out of bounds. Off the side of Jackrabbits. Both Brewer and Vanna Wettering were battling for it. And ball just kind of carried him out of bounds. Ian Leiferman will come in. Also Ryan Natchez will check in for the Jackrabbits. His first action tonight. 6'2" freshman out of Newford, Iowa. Chris White will sit down. Vanna Wettering sits down with Leiferman coming in. Full court pressure put on by the Jackrabbits. Thurston the inbound. Gets it into Kramer. Quickly, the pass comes up the court, taken away by Boer, and it goes out of bounds. Good hustle there by Jeff Boer. Remy had gotten behind everybody again, but Boer made up some ground, took the ball away, but the ball bounced on the baseline. And St. Cloud will have it just underneath their own basket. Thurston inbounds it. Remy drives in, dishes off nicely, the ball tipped away and taken away by the Jackrabbits. Leiferman lobs it up the floor to Tucker. Out of Natchez. Underneath Timmerman. Quick turn around jumper to make shot. Nobody there to defense him. And that's two. Shot two. 21-12. Shot for the six. 9-point lead. Thurston. Pops it cross court. Chris Baudette, who had checked in. 6'9" sophomore out of Rochester. Back out to Kramer. Now on the inside to Remy. His shot doesn't go. Baudette rebounds, and he fouled as he went up. Shot is good for two. And Pete Leiferman picks up foul number 2, I believe. 16 foul on the Jackrabbits, and Baudette at the line. Both teams use their bench very effectively. Greg Cassidy off the bench now, 6'7" sophomore out of Eden Prairie. He averages 6 points and 4 rebounds. Baudette at the line. And completes the three-point play, makes it 21-15. Jackrabbit lead cut to 6. Full court pressure put on by St. Cloud. Leiferman sits down with 2 fouls. Vanna Wettering back in. Tucker double team on the inbounds off to Timmerman. Now to Natchez, now to Tucker. They break the pressure. Tucker bounce pass nicely to Vanna Wettering. Goes up strong and is fouled. He didn't even get the ball up to the basket because he had a gentleman hanging all over it in the name of Greg Cassidy, 6'7", and I tell you what, he's a stocky individual. Hard to get that ball up to the basket when somebody's holding on to it. A nice job by Anthony Tucker to see Vanna Wettering underneath the basket. St. Cloud now on a 7-2 run. At the line for 2 is Vanna Wettering, and the first one falls away. Jackrabbits still 0 for at the line, 0 for 4. 71% free throw shooter, Corey Vanna Wettering. And now the second foul shot. He breaks the ice. There's a team that jacked 73% from the line. 22-15, South Dakota State. Thurston has the ball tipped away, but controls it. Baudette open, 8-footer, doesn't go. Rebound tipped out. Timmerman had it. He's fouled from behind by Chester. That'll be his second baseman. Jackrabbits win on it. And St. Cloud once again comes up in full court, man-to-man pressure. Tucker will bring it up, and now the defense backs away. Tucker sets up the offense for the Jackrabbits. Goes to Boer to the right side. Now to Natchez, top of the key. Pumps, moves in, back off to Boer. Underneath Timmerman, quick turnaround jumper for Nate. Good. Oh, good for Dan Timmerman. And it's 24-15. Back up the ball. Thurston trying to get to Remy. Switching up the ball. Goes too far past him and out of bounds. That time the defense is back.
Nice turnovers for St. Cloud. South Dakota State has committed only 2.
Dean Kessler, who has been quiet during the first half, returns to the lineup. And Orion Thurston sits down for the first time here in the first half as well. 10:51 to go. 24-15. South Dakota State with the lead and the ball. Tucker brings the ball up the floor. Bounce pass is hit the Boer. Out of Vanna Wettering. High post right side. Now to Natchez. 3-pointer. His first down. Let's go. Nothing but that's the wrong Natchez. And it's 27-15. Kessler brings the ball up the floor. Is double teamed. Passes up over the timeline to Tarnowski. Back to Kessler. Kessler being pressured by Tucker. Passes out to Kramer. Kramer going against Notches. Gets in the paint. Puts it up. In pocket. Shot is good. No. Way out paint. Spencer's going to be called for a charge. Nice job. Timmerman stayed with his feet firmly planted on the ground, and Kramer made the turn. And he went right into a charging foul, and first foul called on Kramer here in the ball game. 15th foul called against St. Cloud.
Good help defense on the weak side by Brad Timmerman.
Tucker will bring the ball up the floor. Picks up there back Tucker. Passes off to Gould to the left side. Bounce pass to Timmerman. Right side pass almost taken away by Remy, but it's too out in front of him. He tipped it out of bounds. Bauman returns for the Jackrabbits. And Jeff Brewer will sit down. So it's Tucker, Notches, Bauman, Timmerman, and Dan Wettering in now for the Jackrabbits. Bauman will inbound it. Gets it into Tucker.
Brewer at that break has 8 points.
Tucker spins in the lane, back out to Notches. Three-pointer from the right side. That one doesn't go. Timmerman rebounds nicely on the baseline. Back out to Tucker. Tucker holds on. Now sets up the offense once again. Bounce pass to Bauman. In the wing to the left side. Now to Tucker. He'll put up the three-pointer from the top of the key. This one is off the left side. Doesn't go. And the rebound goes down to Baudette. Pass up the floor. Kessler. Kessler moves in. Three-pointer from the right side. Good.
He's one of the best in the nation at doing that, Chris.
Seventh best, in fact. 27-18. South Dakota State still leading. Van Wettering gets the pass to Bauman. Baseline puts it up. Doesn't go. Rebound tipped around and finally goes out of bounds. Last touch by St. Cloud.
Well, I thought Butch Raymond was going to pick up the loose ball. He was at least a foot or two out in the court.
In his 7th season with the Huskies, and he is a hard guy to even keep on the bench.
Over 300 career victories as a coach.
Tucker has it for the Jackrabbits. Passes off to Bauman to the left side. Jacks up by 9. 27-18. 9:05 to go in the first half. Notches outside to Bauman. Top of the key. Left side, Tucker. Tucker cut off by the defense. Holds down in the wing. Now dribbles out. Now dribbles in. Drives. Picks it off nicely to Timmerman. His shot was up and out for three. Timmerman is quick. And it's 29-18. Kessler double team. Does get it over the timeline. Comes to the left side. Now dribbles out top of the key. Kessler dribbling around the right side. Gets it off to Baudette. He's open. His 15-footer good.
Chris Baudette not afraid to shoot the rock, Chris. 2 of 3 now with 5 points.
29-20. Jackrabbits with the lead. Tucker drives. Gets it off nicely to Notches. He goes up in traffic. That doesn't go. And the rebound comes down. Loose ball down on the floor. And it's picked up by the Huskies. Back comes St. Cloud. Kessler against Bauman. Bauman did a nice job of cutting him off, allowing the rest of the Jackrabbits to get back on defense. Kessler passes off to Baudette. High post. Back out to Kramer. Now to Remy. Remy drives in. Dishes off. Shot goes up. Doesn't go. Foul called. Reach-in foul on Bauman. Inbound play. Well, check that. It'll be the shooting foul now. Jack's 7th team foul. Carlson back in the lineup for St. Cloud. And Springer also back in. At the line will be Tim Remy. 6'5" junior out of Blaine, Minnesota. Averages 8 points off the bench. A transfer out of Wyoming. First shot did not go. Second shot on the way. 71% free throw shooter. Shot is good. 29-21. Jackrabbits with the lead over St. Cloud. Tucker looking at a half-court trap. Passes to Timmerman. Now to Notches. Now to Tucker, and they break it. Over the timeline. Tucker passes left side. Tip. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Huskies. Remy got a hand on it. Jackrabbits will inbound it on the side. 7:47 to go in the first half. Tucker looks at a 2-on-2 zone for St. Cloud. Drives down the middle, gets it outside of Notches. He pump fakes, doesn't take the shot. Gets it into Timmerman. In the paint, outside Tucker. He's open. Three-pointer, good. Runners it home. 31-21. Check that 32-21. Jackrabbit lead, their biggest at 11. Kessler gets a screen. Dribbles down along the baseline. Picked up by Timmerman underneath to Sarnowski, and a long hook shot doesn't go. Ball tipped down on the rebound by Van Wettering, controlled by Mathis off to Tucker. Tucker down the right side. Now pulls back, and now sets up the Jackrabbit offense. Pass off, Bauman underneath the Van Wettering, and he's fouled from behind by Carlson. Carlson at 6'7", Van Wettering at 6'9". Second foul on Carlson, and that'll send Van Wettering to the line for the 1-1. 7 minutes to go in the first half, 32-21. And Butch Raymond still all over the men in pinstripes tonight. So I'm riding on the back of Bill Hagman. First of the 1-1 doesn't go. Rebound tipped out. Timmerman controls. Baseline jumper. That doesn't go, and a foul can be called underneath. And it's going to be a pushing foul against the Jackrabbits. By the way, Paul Castor out of Omaha was supposed to officiate tonight's game as a referee. He could not make it. Was snowed in Tulsa, believe it or not. And Bill Hagman is here from Sioux Falls to take his place. Other umpires tonight are Mike Caldwell and also Paul Jansen. Foul was called on Bauman. That is his second. Matthews picked up two quickly. Thurston returns to the lineup for St. Cloud. And at the line for the 1-1 is Hug Sarnowski. He is 0 for 2. And the first one is missed. Tucker gets the rebound, and they're off and running. Tucker down the right side, goes in the middle, back out to White. Out of Van Wettering, free throw line. Jumper doesn't go. The ball tipped by Timmerman, missed. Sarnowski gets the rebound. Off to Thurston. He comes down the right side. Pulls up over the timeline. 6:39 to go in the first half. Jackrabbits with the lead. Sarnowski bounce pass on the inside to Springer. Cut off on the inside. Pumps now goes reverse layup. Doesn't go. Foul should be called on Van Wettering. Van Wettering reaching across, trying to block the shot by Springer. Got the hand. It's too bad, too, because Springer was way too far underneath the basket for that one even to go.
And he shouldn't even got that far. I think he double dribbled down here on the left block.
First foul on Van Wettering. Nice team foul on the Jackrabbits. First shot of 2 by Springer is missed. So neither team really lighting it up from the free throw line tonight.
4 of 9 for St. Cloud, 1 of 6 for South Dakota State.
Second free throw is good, and that makes it a 10-point lead for the Jackrabbits, 32-22. Full court pressure once again put on by the Huskies. They trap it at three-quarters. Timmerman holds on to the ball. Back out to Tucker. Out of Timmerman over the timeline of White, and they break the pressure nicely. Nice patient work by the Jackrabbits. Notchers gets the pass left side, quickly underneath Timmerman. His shot from 8 doesn't go. Rebound Sarnowski. Bounce pass out to Thurston. Thurston up and running. Pass up the floor to Springer. He pulls up down along the baseline. Looking on the inside. Drives the lane. Dishes off to Baudette. He goes in. Bank shot good. 32-24. Jackrabbits still leading. But St. Cloud cuts the margin. Tucker, top of the key. Dribbles around the left side. Passes off to Notchers. Underneath, Van Wettering, he goes baseline, puts it up off down. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes out. Timmerman, he's underneath. He puts up the shot anyway. As he was double coverage. Kicked out. Castro controls underneath. Shot doesn't go. Baudette rebound. His shot goes up. That doesn't go. It comes off the rim. And Sarnowski puts it in. Jackrabbits wanted a goaltending call. Not going to get it. 34-26. Tucker drives the right side, and the blocking foul can be called on Sarnowski. Tucker drove the right side. Sarnowski kind of leaned the hip over to get some body contact, and Tucker will go to the line. Well, Lady Jackrabbits started things out on the right note tonight, beating St. Cloud. Strong second half, 74-63. We'll talk with Nicholas Nancy Niebuhr at half. Elsewhere tonight in women's basketball, Augustana over Mankato, 98-73. Nebraska Omaha beat Morningside, 83-69. Anthony Tucker at the line, 6'2" senior out of Anderson, Indiana. First shot of 2, missed. Maybe they should throw him up under him. Kramer replaces Sarnowski, who picked up his second personal.
A real good clinic in throws.
Jackrabbits up 34-26. 5:11 to go here in the first half. Second foul shot on the way by Tucker is good. And Troy Bauman will replace Tucker. Tucker's seen probably the most playing time that he's had in quite some time. Jackrabbits, full court pressure. Carlson passes up the floor to Kessler quickly, and it's up the floor to Kramer. Back outside. Carlson leans in from the free throw line and got it to go. Chris Townsend come back in for the Jackrabbits. Also Jeff Boer. Bauman gets it off to White. White drives in, pulls up now, dishes off nicely to Boer. Quick turnaround jumper on the baseline. Good. 10 points for Jeff Boer here in the game. 37-28. Thurston quickly up the floor against Bauman. Bauman playing with 2 personal fouls. Thurston slows it up, brings it over the timeline. Bounces it to Carlson. Now outside to Kessler. Back out Thurston. Springer in the wing to the right side. Goes baseline. Goes up. Shot. Doesn't go. Rebound count. Throws it out to White. 3-on-3 break. White down the right side. Spins on the inside. Puts it up. Shot doesn't go. They're calling for a travel. White trying to spin away. Ends up traveling with the ball. Turns the ball over to St. Cloud. Jacked up by 9. 37-28. That's been pretty much the margin here in the first half. Kessler double team. Gets it off to Thurston. He'll bring it up over the timeline. Pass right side. Kessler. Long three-pointer. Good. Oh, here's a good 3 feet outside that three-point system. And it's 37-31. Bauman. To Timmerman. Out of Boer. Boer, look, passes off to Bauman. Bauman holds up one thing. Passes off to Boer to the right side of the wing. Back out Timmerman. High post to the right side. Village underneath. Gets it off to White. White dribbles down the lane. Hanks puts one up from 10. Shot rolls around the rim. Doesn't go. Foul's going to be called on Kessler. Check that. Yeah, it is on Kessler. All right. That'll be his first. 9th team foul. Both teams will be in the 2 foul shot limit after these foul shots by Chris White. We hope their foul shot is 1-1. First shot rolls around the rim and in. First point tonight for Chris White. He's averaging 20. That's what normally happens when you got 2 of your leading scorers going after each other. You concentrate so much on stopping the other guy, you forget about your own game. Second foul shot on the way. This one is good. 39-31. Thurston quickly up the floor. Again behind everybody is Kramer, and he goes up and in for 2. Jackrabbits again. Slow getting back. Kramer stuck behind him. White gets the pass up the floor. Dribbles in the wing. Passes off to Bauman. Bauman on Thurston. Pass pass to White. White goes baseline. Now back out. Drives the lane. Puts it up off balance. Shot rolls in. Shot by Chris White. It's 41-33 now with 3:03 to go in the game. Baudette gets the pass up the floor. That's back to Thurston, and the Huskies set up their offense. Thurston to Kessler. Going against White. Bounce pass outside to Kramer. He goes down the lane. Puts it up. Shot doesn't go. Baudette rebound. Tipped out of his hands by Bauman. Ford got it. Passer up the floor. Taken back by Kessler. Back on the Huskies. Kessler holds on. Back out to Springer. Three-pointer from the left side. Too strong. Bauman. Rebound. Up over the timeline. Bauman dribbles out top of the key. Bounce pass to Boer. Deep pump. Now moves in. Now fadeaway jumper from 10. That doesn't go. And the rebound sent down to Springer. Off to Thurston. Lob up the floor again. Kramer got behind everybody. And this time too far out in front of him. Goes out of bounds. Jack have been burned a couple of times, and a couple of times have gotten the luck of a long throw.
Well, they played some pretty good half-court defense, and of course trapping defense full court, but they've failed to get back on defense on their made basket. 41-33, Jackrabbits lead. They have the ball. Bauman. Sam sitting Tucker, who's in the ball game. Bauman to Tucker, face fly. Tucker drives, passes off to Boer. Underneath to Van der Wettering, and he's fouled from behind by Baudette. And that'll put Van der Wettering at the line for 2. Minute 59 to go in the first half.
South Dakota State leading by 8, 41-33. Corey Van Wettering getting a lot of good playing time in his first year with South Dakota State. First shot is good. It just did hit the lip of the rim. And of course, he's got his hands on his hip. Bauman sits down. Chris White checks back in. Second foul shot. This one's on the way, and it's good. 42-33. Thurston, double team, passes out to Baudette over the timeline, back out to Thurston. Jackrabbits putting that trap on. Thurston picks up a foul driving on Tucker. Thurston's got a very quick first step. And if you aren't anticipating where he's going, you usually get caught flat-footed. And last year, you could play against Orion in the fashion that you didn't think he was going to shoot, that he would pass off once he got past you. But now you've got to have a hand in his face because he can put the basketball in the hole. First shot from the free throw line is missed by Thurston, who mentioned above 80% in the free throw category. Second shot is good, and it's 42-34. Full court pressure put on by the Huskies. Tucker to count. Up the floor to Boer. Boer gets past his man. Baseline, puts it up. Blocked. Out of bounds by Remy. Remy at 6'5", one of the better dunkers on the Husky team. He possesses some great leaping ability. That time showed it there, blocking the shot out of bounds. Tucker off the White. White goes baseline. This is off nice to the Van Wettering. Up and in for two. Nice job by White creating that one. It's 44-34 with a minute 29 to go in the first half. Jackrabbits up by 10. Thurston dribbling against Tucker. Up the floor. Baseline. Gets it back outside to Kramer. He's cut off. Nice job by the defense. Passes out to Remy. He goes down the lane. Puts it up off balance. Shot doesn't go. White rebounds. Off to Tucker. Tucker off and running from the free throw line. His jumper doesn't go. And the rebound comes out wide to Baudette. That's up the floor to Thurston. Under a minute to go in the first half. Thurston dribbles around to the right side. Back outside. Springer on the left side. Pump. Bounce pass inside to Baudette. Got away from his man and goes up and in for two. Jack went for the steal, and Baudette got past him in an easy two, 44-36. About a half-second difference between the shot clock and the time clock. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the first half. White passes out to Tucker. Jackrabbits not in a hurry. They lead 44-36. Tucker now dribbles against Thurston. Now with 15 seconds. Tucker dribbles around to the left. Comes back to the right. Passes out to White. White drives down the lane. This is out to Van Wettering. Up there and in for two. Again, Chris White to Van Wettering. 46-36. 2 seconds. Thurston leans in. His shot at the buzzer is good. But the Jackrabbits have the lead at the half, 46-38 over St. Cloud. We'll be back with a look at the first half stats coming up on the Jackrabbits Sports Network. Well, they get into their offense a lot better, and they're doing a super job offensively on the half-court game. They've showed a lot of patience, done a great job. They need to do more of that and stay with St. Cloud on the backboard. St. Cloud starts out with the ball. Thurston, double team, passes off to Carlson over the timeline. Same starting five for both sides. Springer gets a step on the inside, bounce passes it to Carlson through him and out of bounds. Last touch by the Huskies, so the Jackrabbits have it back. With Matthews, White, Leipman, Counts, and Boer. Thurston, Kessler, Carlson, Sarnowski, and Springer in for the Huskies. Jackrabbits with an 8-point lead and a good defensive job down at the other end. They have the ball now. Boer, top of the key. Throws it off to White. Quick jumper from 15. Got it. Chris White makes it 49-38. Jacks again looking to double team. Sarnowski gets the pass from Thurston over the timeline. Back to Thurston. Thurston sets it up against Matthews, who Didn't play much in the first half. Kessler gets the pass on the inside to Sarnowski. He got it up and in for 2. 49-40. Matthews, pass on the inside of Leiferman. Goes baseline, puts one up, and in for 2. That's the exact same way that Leiferman started out the ball game. 51-40. Thurston. Passes to the left side to Kessler. Kessler moves on the inside, gets it to Thurston. He's open from 18. Good. Just inside the three-point line. And it's 51-42. Teams exchanging baskets here in the early going. Leiferman spins down on the baseline, cut off there. Gets it out to Matthews. He's open. Three-pointer, left side. That one does not go, and the rebound comes down. Loose ball picked up by Boer. Boer, nice job of holding on. Now puts one up from 3. This shot doesn't go. The ball tipped out by Count and goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Jackrabbits. Matthews is going to go for it and then decides the last minute to let it go out of bounds. St. Cloud has it, trailing by 9, 51-42 to South Dakota State. We'll get a station ID in here shortly, station. Kessler in the wing to the right. Back up to Thurston. Pass left side Springer. Now to Sarnowski. Underneath, they get it to Carlson. Pumps down, puts it in, and it will count. It's counted with it. Pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Jackrabbit Sports Network.
You're listening to the Jackrabbits on KJJQ. Volga Brookings, your official voice for SDSU Sports.
Matthews with the ball for the Jackrabbits. Dribbles around top of the key. Now goes down the lane, spins, and throws it off of Kessler's leg out of bounds. Kessler tried to persuade the referees it was going the other way. 13 turnovers for St. Cloud, 4 turnovers for South Dakota State. Boer gets the inbound, passes off to Matthews. Now to White. He'll put up the three-pointer quickly from the right side. Shot doesn't go. Leiferman battling for the rebound. Lost it off his hand. Carlson controls. Off to Thurston. Thurston left side. Sarnowski goes up. Shot doesn't go. Comes off the win. Thurston holds on to Kessler. He moves in. 10-footer. Good. Sarnowski would he went in. 51-44 now. Jackrabbit lead is cut to 7. White to Leiferman. He lost it. Got it back. And it's fouled underneath. Thurston tried to grab it away and picks up a reach-in foul. His second. After jammed a finger on his shooting hand. First foul called on either team here in the second half. 17:09 to go. Jackrabbits up 51-44. White will inbound it on the baseline. Lobs it for Leiferman. Now off to Matthews. Now to White. White drives down the lane, puts it up and in for 2. Nice move. He totally ran circles around Kessler. Couldn't find him in the traffic. And it's 53-44.
Now the inbound gives credit to Chris Counts for a nice screen to shake White loose.
Thurston dribbling against Matthews now. Comes off to the left side. Bounce passes up to Carlson. Passed him out of bounds. Second halftime scores. Nebraska-Omaha leading Morningside in Omaha 33-31. And last check, Augustana was leading Mankato by 10, 42-32. That was a halftime score. Here it is, 53-44. South Dakota State up by 9 over St. Cloud. Counts underneath the Leiferman, spins in the lane, puts it up. Shot doesn't go. Foul should be called. Leiferman will go to the line to shoot 2. Carlson picks up the foul. Carlson's third. Jack's doing a very good job of moving the ball around. Not particularly going to anybody right offhand, although White has had some good play. He's been doing it primarily with his driving ability.
Yeah, the Rabbits have done a great job moving the ball around the perimeter, but also flashing inside, especially Pete Leiferman. 3 of 3 from the floor, and all within about a 6 feet or so.
He's at the line for 2. Corey Vander Wettering set to check in for Leiferman after the free throws. First shot does not go. And great free throw shooting continues. I know what they'll be practicing next week. Second shot is good. Leiferman will sit down, Vander Wettering in. Jack's up by an even 10 now, 54-44, 16:31 to go in the game. Baudette will inbound it. Jackrabbits with some full court pressure. Kessler gets the inbound. Going against White. Dribbles to the right, passes off to Thurston. Now back to Kessler to the left side. Kessler pulls up, 18-footer, rattles the ribs, comes out, the ball kicked out, and controlled by Counts. Bounce pass off to Matthews. Matthews pulls up, gets it to Counts, down the lane, puts it up high, shot does go, tip is missed by Boer. He had the ball taken away from him by Kessler. Kessler, top of the key, pulls up, free throw line. Pass right side, Thurston drives in. This is off nicely to Sarnowski, and he goes up and in, stick at Springer, in for two. John Springer for two, 54-46. Stop good to see. Counts, drives again. Sarnowski, shot doesn't go. Foul called on the drive. That'll go against Sarnowski. Counts doing a good job. The freshman out of Wayzata. Third on Sarnowski, the third team foul called on St. Cloud here in the second half. And Chris Counts at the line for two. I believe the first time at the line then. And he doesn't fare much better than anybody else. First shot rolls around the rim and out. 6 of 15. Oh, my. 54-46. Jack still with the lead, though. Second free throw also is missed. Sarnowski rebounds for the Huskies out to Thurston. Thurston dribbles around top of the key. Pressured by Matthews. Sarnowski gets the pass. Pass on the inside. Taken away by the Jackrabbits. 3 on man. Right. 56-46. That was with authority with an exclamation point. Thurston down the left side is fouled by Matthews. That'll be his third. What happened down the other end, two of the Huskies canceled out each other. Both fell down to the floor. That's why the Jackrabbits had the 2-on-1 break. Well, there was a pass underneath to Scott Springer, and Springer was trying to get inside position on Boer. Springer should have been called for a foul because he was blowing Boer out of the arena. Sarnowski looking on the inside for Baudette, and Baudette is fouled by Van de Wettering. They got a hand on it. Second foul on Van de Wettering. Second team foul on the Jackrabbits. Inbound play for the Huskies on the baseline. Thurston, inbound. Still feeling the wave of air from the jam from Chris White. Kessler, long three-pointer. High arcing shot is good. Check down to a 2. 56-48. White spins in, rattles it home for two. 58-48. Pass up the floor. Boer was backed up. Time against Springer. Boer tipped it down, but Springer's finger tips it out of bounds. Nice job by Boer getting back that time after the made shot. Jackrabbits have been burned in the first half. Not getting back. Boer has it now in the wing underneath the Van de Wettering. He pumps down, puts up the long jumper on the baseline. Shot this go. And he picks it up and in for two. 60-48. Jackrabbits with their biggest lead of 12. 14-35 to go here. Pass underneath. Baudette goes up. Shot doesn't go. Fouls to be called on Count. Baudette taking Counts to the hole. Picks up the second personal on Counts and a two-shot foul for Baudette. Ryan Matthews will check in for the Jackrabbits. Chris White will sit down. Tony Matthews will sit down too with Troy Bauman in. And Pete Leifman also will check in for the Jackrabbits. Springer sits down for St. Cloud and Greg Teskey back in. 6'7" sophomore out of Eden Prairie in the set. Two-shot foul. Chris Baudette, 6'9" sophomore from Rochester. First shot did not go. Baudette is also a transfer student. He came out of Tulsa University before coming to St. Cloud. And the second free throw, this one is good. 60-49. Jackrabbits get the pass up the floor quickly to Boer. Defense is back. Pass out to Bauman, and Jack set up the offense. Off to Natchez. Back to Bauman. Bauman holds on top of the key. Now dribbles. Passes off to Boer. Counts. Back to Boer. Boer holds on. Now to Natchez. Natchez pumps on top of the key. Gets it off to Boer down in the baseline. Back out to Counts. He'll put up the 10-footer, and it's good. 62-49. Thurston up the other end for St. Cloud. Bounce pass underneath to Kessie. Drives in. Shot goes up. Doesn't go. Fouls to be called. And let's see. This may go on Counts. That'll be his third. It is on Counts. That quickly brings Brad Timmerman off the bench for the Jackrabbits with 13:56 to go in the game. South Dakota State up 62-49. Counts leads with 10. Timmerman comes in with 8 first-half points, and he had 5 rebounds. Had a nice first half. And Greg Pesky at the line for 2. The first shot is good. 62-50. Second foul shot to come. And it's on the way. That one also is good. First time in quite a while that either team has put in 2 in a row. Full forward pressure. Jacks throw it up the floor. Bauman saves it from being stealed, or stolen, I should say, by Thurston. Nice job by Boer saving it too. Natchez has it in the wing to the right side. Back out to Timmerman. Got a Boer. Boer gets a nice screen. Puts one up baseline. Shot doesn't go. Rebound to Leiferman, and he's fouled underneath. Leiferman came down with the rebound and was fouled from behind, a push. That may go against Baudette. It is on Baudette. Leiferman had his hands in on that play with the screen first for Boer, and then he rolled through the hole and picked up the offensive rebound. That was good fundamental basketball there by Leif. Inbound play for the Jackrabbits. 14 foul. Both teams with 4 now. Natchez will inbound it. Gets it into Boer. Bounce pass out to Bauman. Huskies are going back man-to-man now. Bauman drives in on Thurston. Pumps now leans in. Puts it up too strong. Gets his own rebound and puts it in for 3. 64-51. Carlson gets the ball up the floor against the Jackrabbits full court. Thurston has it now, top of the key. Passes off. Kessler back out to Thurston. On the left side. Kramer, bounce pass underneath to Carlson. Got away from Leiferman. Goes up and in for 2. 54-53. Jacks up by 11. Huskies looking to tap the ball. Bauman will dribble it up. Comes up against Thurston. Dribbles between the legs. Brings it up over the timeline nicely. Boer has it now. Bounce passes it to Leiferman around the right side to Natchez. Underneath the Boer. Boer looking on the inside. Gets to the Leiferman. He leans in. Bank shot. Doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Kesky. Up to Thurston. Thurston down the right side. Pass off. Kessler moves in. Off to Thurston. Pass in out of bounds. Jackrabbit defense just not letting up at all on Thurston or on Kessler, their leading scorers. They're not finding many wide open shots. Again, full court pressure put on by the Huskies. Jackrabbits handle it. Bauman over the timeline. Pulls up. Now gets it off to Boer. Boer looks underneath. Back out to Bauman now. Huskies stay man-to-man. Timmerman on the right side of Natchez. Out of Leiferman. Leiferman moves in again. Puts up a shot off balance. That doesn't go. Boer rebounds, and he should be called for a foul. Reached in and pushed the hand away from Kesky. Second foul on Boer. 15 foul on the Jackrabbits. With 12:01 to go, South Dakota State up by 11. 64-53. Thurston passes up the floor. Carlson brings it up over the timeline. Back out to Thurston. Thurston passes left side. Kessler. Lob underneath to Carlson. Pumps now goes in strong and got it to go, and he's fouled from behind. Jackrabbits playing good defense on the guards. On the inside play, they've been overplaying, and that time got caught badly. Carlson got a step on the inside, picked up the foul and the 2 points, too. Picks up the foul underneath on the Jackrabbits. Leiferman sits down. Corey Vander Wetering kicks back in. Foul called on Timmerman, his second. 16 foul on the Jackrabbits. And a one-shot foul for Mark Carlson. Free throw missed. Timmerman rebounds for the Jackrabbits. Still a 9-point lead. Bauman had the ball tipped away. Holds onto it. Now off to Natchez. Natchez gets it off the Boer. Now to Bauman underneath to Vander Wetering. Back out Timmerman. Puts one up from the free throw line. In for 2. 66-55. Carlson holds on. Passes off. And it's taken away by Bauman. Loose underneath. That's an in for 2. Guy Bauman picking on Thurston. Pass up the floor. Thurston gets it. And a foul is going to be called on the Jackrabbits before the Huskies can get the ball going up the other end.
I think they'll be on Boer. That will be his second. I inadvertently had him for 2 already.
Chris White will come in for Boer. 17 foul on a Jackrabbit. That means Huskies will go to the line. So now the Jackrabbits have Notches and Bauman. Boy, going back to Bauman, what picky defense did he put on as he stepped right in between Carlson and Thurston, who were just kind of nonchalantly handing the ball off and suddenly stripped it away. Both the St. Cloud players took each other out, and Bauman had the easy two. Free throw. Shot goes up and in by Stu Kramer. 6'4" sophomore out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. And he'll get the bonus. Tony Matthews getting set to check back in. 11:06 to go. 68-56. Look at 68-57 as the Huskies get a little bit hotter from the floor, or from the free throw line, I should say. I think that's the last 4 that they have made. They've made 5 of 7 in this half. Bauman sits down with Matthews checking in. Kimmerman inbounds it. Huskies again putting on some pressure, but now they back away with Matthews bringing it up against Thurston. Matthews off to White. Now to Notches. Left side Matthews. Gets it underneath. Back around to Notches to the right side. And Matthews underneath to Vander Wettering. Spins. Looks in. Passes back out to Matthews. Now out to Notches. Notches drives in. Puts the shot up. Doesn't go. Foul call. Foul called on the shot as Notches continued movement to the inside. Both teams doing a good job of, when they get the ball out towards the top, they aren't just set to just take the set shot. They're looking to drive in, and Notches did that time. Picked up the foul. He'll be at the line for 2. Foul called on Kramer, his second. Free throw missed by Notches.
The Jackrabbits not shooting all that well in the second half from the line. 1 of 5.
Second foul shot. This one is good, and it's 69-57. Jackson made 50% of their free throws. Be a much stronger game here in the second half. A much bigger lead. Thurston passes off to Kramer. Kramer, cross-court pass. Remy drives in on White, and White's going to pick up a blocking foul. They'll send Remy to the line. First foul on White.
You know, since Coy Nelson has gone down, Chris, have you noticed a metamorphosis of sorts with the big man for the Jackrabbits really having to come into their own? Noticing Corey Vander Wettering underneath in the last couple of possessions, really doing a great job inside, getting some position.
Free throw missed by Remy. Rebound to White. 2-on-2 break. White pulls up, back outside Matthews, off to Notches. He's open. Three-pointer left side, too strong. Rebound comes down. Vander Wettering was taken out of the play. Loose ball fought for. And a tie-up is going to be called. Down on the Jackrabbits end, and Vander Wettering gets up and has a little talk with Mark Carlson. Carlson at 6'7", Vander Wettering at 6'9", and Carlson was looking up. Thurston sits down for St. Cloud. Sarnowski back in the ball game for the Huskies. White will inbound it for the Jackrabbits on the baseline as we're near the halfway point here in the second half. Bounce pass, Sarnowski steps in front of Vander Wettering, takes it away. Off to Kessler. Bounce pass, right side, Remy, baseline jumper, doesn't go. Rebound out strong, Matthews has it. 2-on-2, Matthews, pass, across the way to Notches, saves it, gets it to White, he moves in, now hangs, 15-footer. That doesn't go, tip, miss. Rebound comes down to Kramer. Kramer holds on. Off to Kessler. Kessler down the left side. Really, the Huskies have got some good players, but to replace Orion Thurston is rather tough. As Remy goes driving in and throws it out of bounds, trying to do a little give and go with Carlson, but the waves of the radio were not on the same stage at that time.
There's a nice play by Remy, but Carlson wasn't looking for the pass. He was open to the whole field.
Jacked up by 12, 69-57. White, top of the key, gets it off to Matthews. Lob underneath the Vander Wettering. Baseline jumper from 8. Good.
So that's what I'm talking about, Chris. Again, Danny Weathering doing a great job along that baseline, getting some position in.
Keeping it up high, too.
Yeah.
Isn't bringing it down. 9 minutes to go. Jacks up 71-57. Pass left side. Tipped by Matthews out of bounds. Inbound play for the Huskies on the side. Kramer will inbound it. Jacks have stayed man-to-man. That is the defense that they will use. Very rarely. In fact, I don't even think this year they've gone into a zone. Carlson moves down the lane, puts it up and in for two. Got a step on Van der Wettering. Got it to go for two and a chance for a three-point play. Jackrabbits want a timeout with 8:49 to go. South could have stayed up. 71-59. Back in a minute on the Jackrabbits Sports Network. Shot is up and in. 71-60. Full-court pressure by the Huskies. Matthews dribbles around it and through it. And brings it up over the timeline. Up to Rontu. Back out. Matthews. St. Cloud has stayed in this game at 72% in the second half. With Jack still lead, 71-60. Notches, Matthews playing catch. Back around the right side to White, who pumps now, moves in, and goes up and is fouled by Remy, I believe. Remy kind of questions, who, me? That'll send, no, they won't call it a shooting foul. They will call it an inbound play. The sixth team foul on the Huskies. Jackrabbits with 9. White pass on the inbound, tipped by Remy out of bounds. That was just inbounded a few feet away to the right of the basket. White bounces it to Matthews. And Tony will bring it out top of the key. Jackrabbits doing a good job of moving without the ball. White, baseline, hangs, puts one up and can, good. 73-60. Down to the 8-minute mark in the game. Kessler passes right side, taken away by White. Tiptoes down the sideline, puts on a burst of speed and puts it up and in for two. St. Cloud wants a timeout with 7:50 to go. Matching up the two teams, height-wise and experience-wise, the Jackrabbits and St. Cloud are probably the most even of any team the Jacks will run up against.
Got Tony Matthews in the foul trouble early on. Made him pick up a few fouls, and he makes things happen with the ball.
Jacks up 5-15, their biggest lead, 75-60. St. Cloud with the ball. Thurston is back in the lineup. He's got it at the top of the key. Now dribbles down along the baseline. Puts one up from 8. Doesn't go. Knocks his rebounds on the other side. Pass up the floor. Matthews. Matthews goes down the left side. Now pulls up. Now sets up the offense. Huskies stay man-to-man. Matthews pass off to Natu. Natu back out to Matthews. Down the right side. The White three-pointer from the left side. Shot doesn't go. The ball tipped down and controlled by White. Throws it up the floor and tipped away. And Natu picks it on for the Jackrabbits. Nice job by White. And good alert play by Natu, too. Stepped right between the two Huskies and took it away. Natu's holding on to it. Passes on the inside to White. Gets away. Puts it up. Sarnowski blocks it. And it's saved down in the corner by Kramer to Thurston. Left side, Carlson goes up, skips away from him, goes on the bounce, last touchdown to Jackrabbits. Inbound play for the Huskies. Van der Wettering sits down. Pete Leiferman back off the bench. Chris Claudette also checks in for Carlson for St. Cloud. 6:45 remaining, 75-60. South Dakota State with the lead. Thurston will inbound it for the Huskies. Gets it into Remy. His three-pointer doesn't go. Rebound, Sarnowski in the lane. Puts it up and in. Kind of shuffled his feet while he was in there, but everybody's watching the ball. 75-62. Matthews dribbles down the left side. Pulls up short. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes down and taken away by Kramer. And White trying to put some pressure defense on. Gets a little bit too close. And picks up his second personal foul. And we'll walk down the other end. Kramer will be at the line to shoot two.
Alex Sarnowski with 8 points and 9 rebounds to lead the way for St. Cloud off the board.
6'7" freshman out of Wyzetta. Not a bad player at all.
Going to have a nice career with the Huskies if he can stay healthy.
Kessler comes back in for St. Cloud. Also Anthony Tucker getting 6 from in for the Jackrabbits. We're up by 13, 75-62. Make it 12. The first shot is good by Kramer. Tucker comes in for Matthews. Jeff Boer also comes back in the lineup. And Chris White will sit down. Boer's got a long rest here in the second half. Jack's been doing a good job just ball hawking. And a second foul shot by Kramer. Shot is up and in. And it's 75-64. Full court pressure by the Huskies. Boer handles it. Passes up the floor to Tucker. Drives in the lane. Puts it up and in for two. Nice job of bodying this by Tucker. Had to get around Kessler and got it up and in for two. Sarnowski gets the pass up the floor for the Huskies against Jackrabbits full court defense. Thurston gets it now. Sets up the offense. Dribbles to the left side. Passes off to Kessler. Kessler dribbling against Nazis. Passes off to Sarnowski. Back outside to Thurston. Thurston against Tucker, dribbles in, and the ball skips away. Tucker with a loose ball on the breakaway will go up and off. Rebound to Natchez. Keeps to the line. Back out to Boer. Boer says, let's hold on to it. Let's set up the offense. Tucker comes out and gets the ball. Nice heavy play by Boer. Not to force that one on the inside. Boer has it now in the wing. Back outside to Natchez. Natchez holding on, dribbles. Now passes off to Boer. Boer in the wing against Kramer. Dribbles around top of it. Gets it off to Tucker. Tucker underneath the Boer. Back out to Natchez. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Natchez, Tucker, wide open. Boom, now moves in. Puts one up from 15. Back. 79-64 down to the 5-minute mark. Thurston passes the ball up the floor to Baudette. Over the timeline, holds on to it. And back out to Thurston. Thurston dribbles around the right side. Passes out to Kessler. Looks on the inside. Back out to Thurston. Sarnowski gets a step and a foul to be called on Timmerman, a push. Checking the scoreboard for you. 7 minutes left in the half. USC leading Northern Colorado. This is first half. USC leading 26-18 over Northern Colorado. 2 minutes left in the game. Augustana still leading Mankato 71-64. And with 8 minutes left, Nebraska-Omaha leading Morningside 57-48. That game in Omaha tonight. 1-1 for Sarnowski. Check that, it'll be a two-shot foul. Two-shot foul, not the 1-1. Jackrabbits with the 10-foul limit. 16 fouls called on St. Cloud. First shot by Sarnowski does not go. Chris White. What was that?
Just the way things are going up the free throw line.
Chris White back in, and Ryan Natchez gets a well-deserved rest. He's played some hard basketball, especially defensively. Second foul shot is good. Chris Counts back in for the Jackrabbits, too. He will inbound it. Remy back in. Sarnowski sits down. 4:47 to go. Jackrabbits up 79-65. Tucker dribbling against pressure. Gets it over the timeline. Nicely to Counts. Counts holds on. He's double teamed. Back out to Tucker. Nice job of breaking that pressure. White in the wing to the right side. Holds on. Now drives in the lane. Gets a nice screen. Hangs. Puts the shot up from 10. It's loose. Kicked out. And controlled by White down along the baseline. Nice job by Counts to keep that one alive. Got his hand in there and puts it to White. Tucker dribbling against Thurston. Dribbles down the right side. Cut off on the baseline. Gets it off the Counts. Counts pumps. Now moves in around the free throw line. That shot rattles the rim and comes out. Baudette rebounds and is fouled from behind by Lackman. Third foul on Pete. And walk on the other end, and Baudette will shoot two. 4:07 remaining. Jackrabbits still with that lead. 79-65. They were behind early. 2-0. Tied it up at 2-2, and since then have led the game and have not relinquished. Here in the second half, the biggest lead has been 15. Now at 14. Two-shot foul for Baudette. First shot is good. 6'9" sophomore Rochester. And he's 3 of 4 from the line tonight. He has 11 points. Second free throw also is good. 79-67. Boer gets a pass from Count. Again, full court three-quarter court pressure. Tucker gets the pass at half court, and he hooks from behind and ends up going over and back. Jackrabbits want a timeout. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Jackrabbit Sports Network.
You've got your official voice for South Dakota State University Sports. 910 KJJQ Volga Brookings.
Cane's baked chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, a vegetable soup, and muffins. Make your Sunday a special day by dining at the Holiday Inn, East 6th Street, Brookings.
Off of the timeout. St. Cloud with the ball. Barnett, high post to the right side. Passes off to Kessler. Kessler moves in. 12-footer. Baseline. Good. And the pass inbounds. Taken away by Kessler. His shot doesn't go, though. Counts rebounds for the Jackrabbits. 3-on-3. Counts to White. Shot goes up. Thurston down the other end as they pick up the tempo. Thurston dribbles off, passes off. Kessler, three-pointer, doesn't go. Thurston rebounds on the baseline, and he's fouled by Counts. Counts has had a lot of incidental contact fouls tonight. He just came down after the rebound, was kind of tiptoeing around Thurston, who just kind of nudged him a little bit. Picked up the foul, number 4 on Counts. Sonny Matthews comes back in, and Anthony Tucker sits back down. 2-shot foul for Thurston. First shot is good. 81-70 as the Huskies, again, turning up the tempo just a little bit to try and get back in the game. Now a second foul shot by Thurston. That one is good, and it's a 10-point lead. Again, that diamond and one full court pressure put on by the Huskies. Counts to Matthews, quickly up to White. White goes in the lane, puts it up off balance. Shot goes for two, and he's fouled. White leaned away from the defender nicely on the inside. He's got to be the sharpest cutting guard I've seen play in a very long time. He can be driving straight down the lane and suddenly find himself zigzagging to the left or to the right. At that time to the right. Got the shot to go to, and he's at the line for a possible three-point play. Foul call on Carlson is 4th. He's got 15 second-half points, 19 in the game. Shot, foul shot, missed. Counts gets the rebound, keeps it alive, off to Boer. Now out to Tony Matthews. Matthews dribbling against Thurston. Passes out to White. White in the wing, back out to Boer, now to Matthews. Matthews dribbles, passes to White, baseline, three-pointer, doesn't go. Rebound, foul called underneath, and it's going to go against Leiferman. Leiferman trying to rebound against Carlson, gets called for the foul, much to the chagrin of Jim Thorson, who thought it was Carlson actually doing the initiating as far as contact. In any event, that's the 4th foul on Leiferman, and Carlson goes to the line for 2. With 2:46 to go, South Dakota State leading 83-71. First foul shot is good, and the Huskies have done much better from the line in the second half than they did in the first half. Second foul shot for the sophomore out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. Good. Makes it 83-73. Karnowski back in. Carlson sits down. Counts will inbound it against that diamond and one full court pressure. They trap the inbounds. Matthews back to Counts. Back to Matthews. Matthews up the floor to White. White drives down the lane. Dishes off nicely, but a blocking foul should be called on Springer. White dished off nicely to Boer. And again, showing the quick spring action of White's leg. If you've not seen Chris White play yet, you wonder where he gets the spring from, because his legs, I have to say, are not what you call real muscular. But I tell you what, they get him up and down. The way he gets up and down the court reminds me of Cersei Mahone, former standout here at South Dakota State. Not built the same, but boy, they're as quick as one another. Foul shot missed. Leiferman had the rebound, but it was taken away from him. And White steals the pass by Sarnowski, and a charge is going to be called on White. White leaned in. Sarnowski stayed on the floor and picked up the third foul on White. player control foul. So it'll be an inbound play for the Huskies. With 2:29 to go, Jackrabbits up by 10, 83-73. Thurston passes out to Sarnowski. Back to Thurston. Thurston passes off, almost taken away. Remy has it. Moves in, puts the ball up. Blocked shot by Boer, but they're going to take up the line too. On there, a two-shot foul. Well, we're taking a look at a big upset tonight in wrestling. South Dakota State upset number 1 ranked North Dakota State 21-16. Wow. If I'm reading that correctly, that will be the first loss in duels for the Bison. Jackrabbits going to 7-2, and what a weekend swing for the Jackrabbits. First foul shot, by the way, was good. Winning up at Grand Forks. First foul is missed, by Remy. Or were they calling that a three-shot foul? Three-shot foul. Three-shot foul, all right. 2 out of 3 for Remy, and it's 83-75. Then the Huskies continue full court pressure. Pass up the floor, Boer. Boer gets over the timeline nicely, past the double team. And back out to Matthews. Matthews being pressured by Thurston, and he's fouled from behind. That will send Tony Matthews to the line for the 1-on-1. First foul on Thurston. But Eric Glynn won by fall, with 4:19 to go at heavyweight for the Jackrabbits. That was the difference. 21-16. South Dakota State beating the number 1 ranked team in the country in wrestling. Matthews free throw missed. Rebound kicked out. Thurston controls to Kessler. Kessler moves on baseline. Cut off there. Whole time. Double team. Triple team. He's got to call a timeout. Didn't find anybody open. A nice timeout by Kessler with 1:46 to go. Jackrabbits up 83-75. When we come back in a minute. Jackrabbits Sports Network. 15 points. 11 of them have been from the line. Thurston inbound it. Gets it to Springer. Gets a step on count. Dishes off. Sarnowski in the lane. Puts one up there and in for 2. 83-77 now as the Huskies get to and draw even closer with 1:39 to go. So this one is getting close as the Huskies continue to put the pressure on and are doing well at the free throw line. And again, if the Jackrabbits had hit 50% or a little bit better from the free throw line, it wouldn't be close.
That's right, 50% would have been a blessing. Reminder, tomorrow night we're back here at South Dakota State in Brookings where the Jackrabbits play host to Mankato, and they were being upset tonight in Sioux Falls.
Well, the Vikings have been due. You got to think that a team like the Vikings are not going to go old for the season, and at some point we're going to have to break out, and much to the Mavericks' chagrin, it was tonight, and at least at last check, they were still up in that ball game, 71-64. We were talking about Augustana leading Mankato. That was with 2 minutes left. And now we've got 1:39 left in this one across the river. Jackrabbits with the ball, leading 83-77. Counts will run the baseline, bounces it to Matthews. He's double teamed, gets it off the Boer. Boer dribbling over the timeline. He's double teamed and is fouled from behind. Springer or Kessler, either one will pick up the foul. Both were reaching in and slapping pretty hard. And now, we've talked about it before, the all-important free throws. Well, we were just talking about the game. Augustana did beat Mankato. Final score 74-69. Augustana beating Mankato 74-69. First shot by Boer rattles the rim and comes out. Oh my. Jackrabbits 2 of 10 in this half from the line. I mean, you don't expect the whole team to shoot like this. Second foul shot is good. That makes it 84-77. Thurston to Sarnowski over the timeline. Back off to Thurston. Thurston the left side, dribbling in against Matthews, gets a screen, now puts one up around the free throw line and got it for 2. 84-79, Matthews double team, gets it off the count. Counts, dribbles, holds on to Boer. Boer fouled from behind by Kessler.
And that's the thing with the Jackrabbits shooting so poorly from the line tonight. They're going to be there for quite a few more times in the last 68 seconds.
This is not going to be the last time by any means, folks.
No.
They'll be at the free throw line, and right now this is crunch time, and this is the time that they need them.
They're 8 of 23 tonight as a team.
First shot is good, finally, by Boer making the first. And now the second free throw. On the way, good. 86-79. A minute 8 to go. Thurston will bring it up for the Huskies. Passes off to Sarnowski over the timeline. Holds on to it. Pressured by Leiferman. Back to Thurston. Thurston dribbling against Matthews. Pulls up 3-point line. His shot. Good. Oh, my. Quick timeout, too, called by the Huskies with 53 seconds to go. It is now a 4-point game, 86-82. Now,
Pretty good shooting. 65%.
Matthews gets the inbound. Gets past the double team. Passes up the floor to Boer. Boer holds on to the ball, and Thurston reaches behind and slaps him and picks up the foul.
If anybody's had any type of success from the line tonight, it's been Jeff Boer. He's 3 of 5.
And of course, from the year, he comes in as an 80% free throw shooter. He was 12 of 15. And now the first of 2. Good. 87-82. Jackrabbits like to win this one after losing last Tuesday in Fargo. Second free throw missed. Sarnowski gets the rebound off to Thurston. Thurston brings it up against the double team at the half-court line. Looks to go on the inside, spins, bounce pass, tipped by Boer, and it goes out of bounds.
Good defense there by Tony Matthews, not letting Ryan Thurston find an open spot beyond the 3-point circle.
33 seconds left. Thurston will have to inbound it on the baseline. Lobs it in for Springer. Leans in, puts up the three-pointer, doesn't go. Leiferman gets the rebound. And he's quickly fouled from behind by Sarnowski.
Fourth on Sarnowski.
We'll walk down the other end and see Leiferman with a key defensive rebound that time. Comes down the other end, and he'll be shooting 2.
Pete 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
26 seconds remain, and the Jackrabbits up by 5 at the free throw line. Pete Leiferman, a 6'8" sophomore out of Brookings. Getting his 6th straight start at center. First shot is good. He's rattled it home. Stu Kramer checks in for Sarnowski. So now the Huskies going with their shooters on the floor right now. And now the second free throw by Pete Leiferman. Shot is up and good. 89-82. Thurston gets it off to Kessler. Kessler going up against White. Dribbles the ball and had it tipped away, controls it. Boer comes up and steals it from behind. Nice double team by the Jackrabbits. White and Boer. Leiferman picks up the loose ball, and he's fouled from behind by Wormy. Jackrabbits defense tonight gets a standing ovation from the crowd across the arena with some great pressure defense that time. Castro trying to find the ball. White knocked it away first. Castro got it back, and Boer comes from the backside to strip it away. Jackrabbits came in to tonight's game with 196 steals on the year. First shot by Leiferman is good, makes it 90-82 with 10 seconds to go. Jackrabbits to go 3-4. St. Cloud dropping to 4-3, ending a 3-game win streak. Second free throw is missed. Springer passes up the floor to Thurston, tipped by White out of bounds with 5 seconds to go. The Jacks up by 8. Thurston will inbound it on the side. Lobs it in for Kessler. Puts up the long three-pointer, top of the key. Shot doesn't go. White rebound for the buzzer sound. Ended the game. And Patrick Other State comes away with a 90-82 victory over St. Cloud. Up their overall record is 12-4. The Huskies falling to 11-5 on the season. Jackrabbits 3-4 in conference play now. The Huskies dropping to 4-3. Coming up in our postgame report, we'll take a look at the game, take a look at the points scored in the game as well, and the Concord head coach Jim George of the South Dakota State. All that and more coming up on the Jackrabbit Sports Network.
With so many couch and decorator mailboxes now taking root in Dakota soil, it's time to